Right, okay, so it's where is it? Oh, there. That's it. That's the front of the book. Right, okay. Little shaky girl. Written by Rocco Silvers and read. Who's it read by? Is it read by Rocco Silvers? Is Rocco Silvers me? Yeah? Yeah, Rocco Silvers is me. So it's read by Rocco Silvers too. Right, okay, so here we go. Right, let me have a look. Can't remember where we're up to. We're up to page. Did we get to 33? No, we didn't get that far. Oh, here it is. We are at page 19. Okay, and what are we doing? Page 19. And it's the summer of 2017, and it's day one, party headquarters, and it's scene 5, which is AM, morning, and it's internal, and the scene is the porch stroke front door. Okay, and a wider view, the doorbell rings as a courtesy, and a postman sticks a small parcel through a standard letterbox, plus the Easy Environmental Living catalogue. The postman is a dead ringer for Robson Green. Dead ringer, doorbell. Anyway, Al opens the door and puts the Easy Environmental Living catalogue straight in the recycling bins outside, separating plastic protective cover and catalogue whilst bending over in his cerise boxers. Al: morning Robson, you good? Postman grinning: yeah, alright. Al: yeah, I know, I've been getting one of them chuffing catalogues every couple of weeks for a while now. Easy this being environmentally friendly malarkey, eh? Postman: no, it's your pink pants, Al and bum. Album: very clever. Al: you checking out me arse, Robson? Al plus postman both snigger. Yeah? Sorry, sweetie, hang on. You're lovely. And, okay. Scene 6. Day 1. Again internal. Open plan lounge stroke bedroom, and it's still the morning. Al brings the small package parcel inside with Nick and T watching on. Al starts to open it. The music playing in the background is... this is actually Cliff Bennett and the Rebel Rousers doing Hold On. But there's nothing in the book, because you then say, Nick, what is it? And Al says, dunno, maybe it's the local council's new residence rubbish bin. Al sniggering. Or a free jewellery box from the environmental living people as a thank you for all our loyal custom. Al sniggers again, plus opens the parcel and expresses incredulity. I was right the first time. It's a new improved rubbish bin with a covering letter from the council. Al index fingers on the word improved, plus pauses to open the accompanying envelope. And there's some instructions. Pauses again to read. And no more collections, we just post our shit back to them every fortnight. Shakes his head. I reckon I get more crap in the envelope than the new bin. Bullshit. Wider. T is sitting next to Nick, feeding her breakfast, and T shakes her head. Ow. So they've sent us this shit, which we pay them for, and we have to do most of the work sending all the shit back to them. They can then claim they're environmentally friendly in the shit that they then recycle or send back to us and claim how efficient they are by charging us more for the privilege of doing even less and making our job even harder and longer. Nick, what should we do then, Ali? Al, send their bullshit back to them once it's been compacted. T, I didn't know you had a compactor. Al, we don't, but I do have a cast iron stomach. Nick and T chuckle. T, what, you don't get bellyache, Al? Nick, yes, Al. People don't care who they poison these days, just as long as they get away with it, and we're as big a target as anyone. Al, evolving into revolting, and I'm the misanthrope. Nick, best shave your legs as well as your beard then, and I've got a lot of lippy you don't use. Al, misanthrope is. Nick, I know what it is, Al, and it definitely is not you. Al smiles. Not with these legs then, eh? Saved a fortune on a bosom, though. Nick smiles. Al, anyways, at least local officialdom are learning something in the process, eh? Nick, what's that then? Al, how to mismanage a business, brand it as efficiency savings, and still line their collective pockets of their nearest and dearest with a useless mouse picking up the tab. Eh? Nick, that's harsh, sweetie. Perhaps you should use less mouth. Al, maybe you're right, more or less. Nick, so you're opting for more, right? Al, more or less. That said, they got a large, lovely dining area to show for it. More akin to an atrium food court, really. Does a lovely adagio. Nick, what's that then? It's an espresso which takes a while to prepare and serve. Nick, why's that then? Al, all the office workers queuing up for coffee. Nick, ground slow? Al, ground to a halt more like. For the money, not the queue. Nick plus T. Now, Al. Look, you got to cut your suit according to your clothing business. Nick, that's not mismanagement. Al, it's our cloth they're cutting into a nice pair of straitjackets, tailor-made for us. Since when was targeted asset stripping formally adopted and endorsed as a main aim? Certainly questionable, but not necessarily illegal. Al, well actually, if they're raiding the bank of Bum and Mad, I would assert that it was. Not that that seems to count for much these days. T, you shouldn't call Nicole mad. Al, I'm the one that's chaffing mad. Chaffing fuming I am. Chaffing zero interest, zero repayment terms, by a few chaffing blood pressure and anxiety pills. It's up there as one of the greatest scams of all time, or a sound business model, if you can get a licence and some letters after your name. T, who from? Al, resigned look. Anyone licensed to issue licences and letters after your name. T, eh? Al, just saying the arbitrary and or favoured and or fiddled nature of issuing licences and or qualifications sometimes kind of renders those who worked in the right way to attain them and respect that privilege compromised by too many characters in similar positions of trust. Nick, you shouldn't call me a bum neither. What colour is the cloth? T, they can do them in white or passion red. I would suggest passion red as it doesn't sharp the dirt so much. They're not so hot on maintenance in those places, and the council's colour consultant costs extra. Al, pissed off look. Al turns his head to look at his wife. You're lovely, sweetheart, and you have no choice other than to sit around most of the day. So a nice bum then. Nick says. Al says, the best. Hello. Al gets up from the computer and presses the TV remote again. At the same time, the music is playing on his sound touch system in the adjoining room, and it's Georgia Slot by Jimmy McCracklin, released on Mercury in 1962. Al is now standing and watching a muted TV screen. Al, When I was a lad, recycling was all the school leftovers. Cabbage, potatoes, onion, gravy, liver, bacon, jelly, sprinkles and ice cream. All piled high in them big metal pots. Nick, how is that recycling? How? Well, the big metal pots go back to the farm to feed the pigs. 12 months later, we the weaners and the pigs eat the pigs all over again. Nick, how do you know they're the same pigs? How? There used to be little bits of metal in the pork. Dinner lady used to claim it was all organic, with the metal bits being shot and the liver full of iron. But we all knew it was the same metal pots. Also, when we'd ask them what the pig's name was, the dinner ladies would always say Bertie. I guess that's why the term a litter of pigs comes from. Nick and T both chuckling. T, that's rubbish, Al. Alex. Nick. Yes, that's rubbish, Al. Al, precisely. They're all from the same litter. Yeah. I did make up Bertie though. I DJ'd once many years ago at some posh manor house in the country. The host had a hog roast for all the guests. They picked the pig out of a catalogue and his name was Bertie. Nick. The host's name was Bertie? Al. No, not the gammon host in the party. The pig they picked out of a catalogue. His name was Bertie. T. How do you know the pig's name was Bertie? Al. It was in the catalogue next to his picture, along with a load of other savoury details, like weight, age and breed, etc. A bit like a travel brochure, really. Nick. Sounds pretty unsavoury to me, Al. T. Seriously? Al. Yeah, for sure. Nick. Did you have some, Ali? Al. Of course I did. Nick. What, even after seeing his picture? Al. I couldn't bring myself to look at the picture for too long. In any case, he would have looked completely different after a spit roasting. Nick. Was Bertie nice? Al. It was alright. I didn't have much, just a sandwich with some mucktard and crass. Ha! I was DJing. I didn't want to get my kit all greasy. Actually, the hosts and the party goers seemed really nice, albeit there were some ham actors and actresses amongst the older set. There was a really nice pool in the back garden which they shared with their neighbours. Some of the younger lads wanted to DJ, so the host said I could use the pool if I wanted to, which was cool. Nick chuckles. Go on. Music. Guan, Mark III Trio, 1966, is on in the background. I hope I'm not in the shot. I bet I'm in the shot. Let me see if I can move a little bit. Right, anyway. Okay, right. So that's the end of the scene. And we're now on to... We're still on day one, summer of 2017. And it's scene 7. Yeah, still the morning, internal, TV screen on, in open plan lounge stroke bedroom. Okay, so, TV shot. Screen is showing a chamber full of MPs on both sides of the House. In Parliament, the Leader of the Opposition, LlTTLE, L-O-T-O, the Leader of the Opposition, is out of their seat, quizzing the Prime Minister. LlTTLE, Prime Minister, how much was a Freddo bar in 1999? TV, clueless and haughty looks on both sides of the House. PM, Prime Minister, I don't think that PMQ is the time nor the place to be discussing French chocolate. House, jeers on both sides. Okay, LlTTLE, Leader of the Opposition. Well, let me enlighten you then, Prime Minister. Freddos were just 5 pence in 1999. Prime Minister has a stern expression on her face. LlTTLE, in 2017, cheers get louder from one side. Yeah. Speaker, order, order. House, cheers subside. LlTTLE, In 2017, under your government Prime Minister, Fredos are now 25p. House. Jeers from both sides. Recommence. LlTTLE, leader of the opposition again. In 1999, the minimum hourly wage was £3.60. Today, that minimum hourly wage is £7.50. By my finance minister's team's calculation, that would mean that one could buy 72 Fredos on 1 hour's pay at the minimum wage in 1999. But today, however, under your government Prime Minister, those very same school leavers entering the world of work today can only buy 30 Fredo bars on 1 hour's pay at the minimum wage. Does the Prime Minister not think this would be perhaps a more pragmatic and accurate measure of inflation, Prime Minister? House. Whoa, mocking and jocular laughter from both sides of the House. Whoa. Prime Minister. PM is stern-faced. Yes, we are the party in government tackling the obesity crisis in our schools, something that the opposition failed to do. Mr. Dennis Skinful, MP, jumps out of his seat and shouts, "So why does your bum look so big in those pricey red leather pants you wear on state visits then, Prime Minister?" House. So's loud jeers and laughter across both sides of the House. Speaker. Order, order, Mr. Skinner, out now. Speaker, pointing to the chamber exit. Out, Mr. Skinner. Mr. Dennis Skinful. Surely those red leather pants would have fit better on your husband, Prime Minister. House, even louder jeers and laughter on both sides of the House. Speaker shouts, order, order, Mr. Skinful, that was sinful. Out, out, out. The Speaker crossly and still pointing to the chamber exit. MP Dennis Skinful promptly gets up and leaves, while sticking 2 fingers up at the House government on his way out. Wider, T is sitting next to Nicole and feeding her breakfast with Nicole with her feet up on the foot riser in her chair. Yeah, that's you with the feet on the foot riser in the chair. Yes. Tea with the heater. Yeah. Nick, why do you turn over? Ow, it's no fun without Dennis. Nick pouts. Ow, Nicole, what would you like me to do? Stay in or go out? Nick, out please. Ow, good answer, because it's date nights. Oh goody. Tea, where you go every Friday lunchtime? Ow, yeah. Tea, why'd you ask then? Ow, because it puts a smile on Nicole's face, puts a smile on our faces, and if MFI are listening in this time, then I'm hoping they'll use their intelligence to count the scores that is the incarceration of the most frail and vulnerable. It shouldn't be the answer to adding value to pension pots or a brain drain. That ain't the kind of dirty mind I want taking care of me. You mean MFI, not MFI. You mean MI5, not MFI. Ow, MI6, MI5, MFI, same difference if that's all they've got. Nick, how then? Do you suggest they resolve it? Ow, I don't know, I only said it for a cheap MFI. Howden gagged for the script. That's all. Nick, that's crap, Al. Ow, I don't know, I bought an MFI kitchen once and I thought it was rather good. Nick, I meant you gag. Ow. Yeah, no. Hopefully I'll have come up with something funny to replace it with by the time of the last edit. T, see you later. Nick and out. Bye, T. Wider. Front door shuts as T Exits. Al hears a voice from out of nowhere, loudly whispers, "Oh, we're listening." Yeah. Al looks over both shoulders, then up in the air, and then down at his belly. Man, MFI really are the bollocks. Ted Sloppy leaving the mic on though. Al looks up and back down at his belly again, then over to Nick and smiles, then frowns. Nick, unperturbed. "Thanks for cleaning me, lovely." Al, "Shouldn't I be saying that to T for you? Or you saying it to T, as well as me? Or you asking T, why are you cleaning me, lovely, when he can clean himself?" Nick laughs and coughs at the same time. "I'm so lucky to have you, but don't make me laugh." Al, "I'm luckier, sweetie." Nick, "Why?" Al, "Because I'm the lucky guy that gets to clean your bum 3 or 4 times a day." Nick, "How does that make you lucky?" Al, "Because you're lovely. Plus some jokers pay a lot of money for that messy, erogenous arse-wiping fetish shit." Nick, "Anyone we know?" Al, "Probably, but they're more discreet than me, because if that shit gets out, it could adversely affect their position of power as well as their shoes. Parliament don't take too kindly to a mucky chamber, just as long as they keep it under wraps in their flip-flop flat. Wraps as in latex, not shawarma." Nick laughs and coughs at the same time. I said, "Don't make me laugh anyway. You only get to do the messy foreplay, you rarely get to follow through." Al, "Only once a month, but that's enough. I'm too busy with the foreplay 3 or 4 times a day, and all that compacting shit." Nick, "Why not use email?" Lots prefer not to offer it as a service. Anyway, bum to face rather than two-faced bum is my preference. Nick, "You can go as often as you like, lovely. She seems very nice." Al, "Toss, sweetie. I do hope you'll meet her one day." Nick, "That'd be nice. I'd like to meet her." Al, "Watermelon for breakfast?" Nick, "Yes, please." Al, "Your watermelon should be on prescription. All that hydration, good sugars and nutrition. Moreover, it's also a regular chest physio workout which I administer. So we should really get an allowance for it too." Nick, "Can I have a piece of my breakfast, please?" Al, "Now I'm on strike because of the wages." Nick, "What wages?" Al, "Precisely. And that is the end of scene 7. Yeah, and it's still day 1, morning time. And that's it. We're going to stop it there. Is that still going? It's still going. I'm going to stop it there. Yeah.